for Adam. And I knew that was done. They told me, okay, it's done. So Aaron and I rode our bikes down. And my mom's name was still, they had cleaned it, so it was like, it's weird to see. No.
The opportunity. I love the moment. Yeah. I don't know. Mutually.
Yeah, I noticed it this time of year. It always does.
Come over here.
Jeffrey's. There's a judge in Minnesota.
Okay.
James B. Loken.
Oh wow. Are you B. Loken also?
No.
Okay.
Just out of curiosity, he's 62. All lights, like a field through there or something.
I do have a suggestion. Could we take just about 30 seconds or so and just kind of have a moment of silence? Think your thoughts, remember Mom and Dad. Think about it a little bit, and then maybe that would be a good time for anyone who wants to say a few words or something. Could maybe do that right then. Would that be all right?
Yeah. Sure.
I really don't have any memories of Mom because I was so young when she passed away. I was really pleased that my kids, when I brought up the idea of we want to gather at the graveside, kind of say goodbye to Dad one more time and maybe have a chance to remember Mom too, how willing they were and how much they expressed their love for Grandpa. And it just made me feel like, I'm so glad that I was able to give them that anyway, that they have good memories of my dad. And what a good feeling. I know for me to say goodbye to Mom and think the memories, of my mother kind of thing isn't really there, but as I thought about growing up, having not really grown up with a mother, I never really felt the lack of when I came of age and went off onto my own and started making my own way in the world, of that foundation of a mother figure, because I had 6 older sisters that while I didn't think of them as my mothers, they still gave me that foundation of, I have that feminine foundation in my life that says if I need to go and just, get a reassurance, I can do that, all 6 of you. So my way of saying goodbye to Mom is to say thank you to my sisters because you've always given me that foundation, and I really appreciate that. I love y'all. I love Dad a lot. I love Mom, and I can't wait to see her again. Although I'll wait a few years. Not in a hurry, but I have a feeling that we're all going to see her again. So if anybody has anything they want to say, now's a good time.
My real memories, including Mom's, start when Dad was off in Japan before we left. And she was a stay-at-home mom with all these kids and was so busy, her work never ended. I remember at one point that she moved us to Sunnyvale. And this is while Dad was in Japan. She went ahead and did all the negotiating for a new home, did all the background work, everything, and bought us a new home in Sunnyvale. And I was so proud of her because she did that on her own. I can remember feeling that. And when Dad came back from Japan, he saw the house for the first time and he loved it.
It was Mom who made sure that I was in Bluebird, and she really thought about me. Bluebirds is like Brownies, but it's a different segment. And I know she thought about me because when I started St. Martin's School, all my classmates were in Brownies. And they all wanted me. I would wear my uniform, my Bluebird uniform on Bluebird Day, but it was their Brownie Day. And everybody wanted me, all my friends wanted me to be a Brownie. And I remember saying to Mom, I want to be a Brownie. And she went, was afraid that was going to happen because I love bluebirds, and it was. Brownies was boring. But it was, you know, but she thought about me, you know. So I have some sad memories of Mom, but I find myself, the older I get, the more cherished positive memories I have of her and what she did and what the legacy. I mean, she gave us all of you.
His mom turned around and told, because I'd have probably told all of us, you know, said, you need to write your congressman. Write your congressman. And in my mind, to me, that was like a congressman must be like, what, a fairy godmother? Or some magical thing.
We used to go camping a lot, or every once in a while we'd go camping, and with Dad too, of course. And I loved it out in those redwood camp areas. We'd stay there for a week, and I would just love it, and I wouldn't want to come back. And one time when I came back, I felt so homesick for the redwoods that I wanted to fix up my bedroom like a redwood forest. So Mom let me go out. She let me pick out some material that had like a leaf pattern on it, and she made me this really nice bedspread. I was sharing it with somebody else, another room with somebody else, but on my bed it had this long, beautiful, like forest pattern bedspread on it, and everything else around my bed was all like a forest.
Wow.
And she just did things like that.
Yeah.
She taught me how to iron shirts. You know, the yoke, iron the yoke, and the creases in the back, and how to iron a uniform, Catholic school uniform pants. You know, so other little things you pick up from your parents, they stick with you all your whole life.
I have other memories of when she was gone in the hospital, and I think one of my favorite things to do was to go into her closet and put on her high-heeled shoes and clomp around the house in them. I just loved doing that. And now thinking back, I wonder what it was like for her to come home, and I'm sure her shoes were in complete disarray, maybe even missing. I wish I did have more memories of her, but I don't. But from all the stories I've heard from my older siblings, I feel I know her through them and through the pictures, and I know I was camping in the redwoods because I've seen the whole movies. And